Welcome to Food Talk with Sharon. Today we are making a sweet dish, a traditional sweet from the state of Gujarat. It's called sukhdi or gud papdi, gol papdi, various names. And there are different variants. You can keep it plain. There are people who add sesame seeds to it, especially during winter times. Dry fruits can be added to it. And the fact that it uses just 3 ingredients, which I'm sure will be there in all our houses, makes it all the more interesting. So let's now move on to the recipe. But before we do that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And please do click the tiny bell icon too and turn on all notifications. So as I said, it's just 3 simple ingredients: ghee, atta or whole wheat flour and jaggery. So it takes some time to make, and that's because you need to slowly roast the atta. So it has to roast well in the ghee and you need to get that really nice nutty aroma of the atta before you add the jaggery to it. So that's the only process. You need to keep an eye on it. You need to keep continuously stirring it. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. I'm making the sukhdi in the tri-ply saute pan from Bergner. The atta requires some space. So I like the saute pan because it gives me that kind of space wherein I can keep stirring and moving the atta without it spilling over either. And the fact that it evenly distributes the heat, make sure that my atta is evenly roasted and doesn't get burnt as well. To make this sukhdi, let's add a little bit of ghee into our pan first. And into this, let's add the entire quantity of atta. Now we need to keep stirring this till the color slightly changes and it becomes light and perforated. So it sort of has a sand, like a fine sand-like texture. So till then, you need to keep stirring this continuously on a low to medium heat. As you can see now, atta has changed its color. I can get a very nice nutty aroma and the texture is very much like fine sand. So it's really light and you can feel it's airy. So at this stage, we will add a little bit of ghee and then keep adding little by little and stirring. So again, you need to continuously keep stirring this. Once it has reached this stage wherein you see this slight shine on top and you see this kind of a texture, you can turn off the heat. So turn off the heat, take your pan off the gas, and then we'll be adding the grated jaggery into this. Now into this, we add our grated jaggery. So the reason we use grated jaggery is because we are not actually melting the jaggery while the sukhdi is being prepared on the gas. So it has to be melted in this residual heat that is there. That gives the sukhdi its crunch and doesn't make it chewy. If you add this jaggery while your sukhdi is cooking, there's a very high chance that you'll end up with chewy sukhdi and not a crunchy one. To set the sukhdi, you can take any plate or dish and just make sure you grease it with a little ghee so that it's easy to take out the pieces once this cools down. So I've taken a small plate, this is I think a 7-inch plate, and I've greased it with ghee and we're going to set the sukhdi in this. Press it evenly into the dish. can use any flat bottom, maybe a bowl or a katori. I'm using my measuring spoon to just make sure that it is flattened and evened out on the surface. Next is to use a knife and just cut it into the desired shape. So I'm also sprinkling a little bit of almonds on top. Just gently press it. So once the sukri cools down, you can cut it along the same marks and then take it slowly out of the plate. Then serve it. So this stays well at room temperature. You don't have to put it into the fridge. And this quantity, I'm really not sure if it will stay for more than a day at your place. So do try it out and let me know your feedback.